Good morning. Hello.
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up. Echo, echo. We're delighted that you're here. It's nice to see Billy here this morning, and greet everybody. And Tim is here this morning. Good to see you. And we want to invite everybody to stay for the agape meal after our worship service, so we'll have a chance to visit and talk with each other and say welcome on this day of Pentecost. Some people wore red. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Some of us didn't. There's a few announcements that I want to share with you. During the agape meal, one of the things we want to talk about is our participation in the Pride Parade. We need to make a decision about that. We have in the past. We need to decide if we want to do that again this year. There's also a couple other events that are coming up. On June 22nd, the Greater Ministerial League of Wichita is hosting an event called Unity in the Community. It's going to be bringing together, it's particularly focused in the first district, our district, and calling churches, faith communities, and police and neighbors to get together as a show of unity. And I'll have something in the communicator about that, just to put on the calendar June 22nd, as well as for June 29th for the Pride Parade. Justice Together had their meeting when they were talking. They had two priorities: mental health and homelessness. They had about 2,000 people gathered together at Century 2. It was a very successful kind of presentation. They met with the mayor and city manager and members of the community that have elected officials, and presented proposals on what things that they want to have happen in those two areas, and we'll follow that and give you updates as things begin to happen. But it was a good meeting. I think everybody left feeling good about it. And I want to thank Paul. Take a look at the floor. Paul and Dave did a mountain of work getting the floor resurfaced, refinished, and then also ask you. Dave is not here today, so I'm going to ask you to keep Dave and Cheryl in prayer. As you know, he had a fall. That was a serious fall, and he's still in recovery, so we keep him in our prayers this morning. Yes, God, yeah, it is. You're right. Any other announcements or news that people want to share? Anything for the good of our life together? Then we'll celebrate and begin our worship service with our musical call to worship.
Please stand as you're able and join in one spirit of love.
God.
of Jesus.
This is how we live our lives for God.
The commandment is not difficult.
Our actions speak louder than words.
We follow the teachings of Jesus as we seek to love our neighbors. And remain standing for the gift of love.
Sunday. Agape is the word for love. Sometimes agape is defined as self-giving love or selfless love. I would rather see us define agape as passionate love. And the task we were going to, as I was thinking about this, my plan was that we would write on the card and put the cards up on the wall. We're not going to be able to do that because I don't have any sticky, but we're going to use the cards. The idea is to write on the card, I love, or you could think I am passionate about, or you could think about the reason I get up in the morning is because whatever kind of moves you, loves you, stirs your heart, gives you fire, makes it worth coming to church in the morning. The reason I come to Pine Valley in the morning is, whatever that passion, however you want to fill that sentence in, fill it in. And then what we'll do is bring our cards forward, put them on the table, and as we do that, say what we've written. We have enough people here so we can all do that this time. So to think about, so I might write down something like, my passion is seeking social justice. You write down what your passion is, what you love, and we'll bring that forward. Right now. This is the time. So I wrote down, I love my passion is for seeking social justice. Who's next?
I love creating celebratory spaces.
I love life and the joy of this community together.
I love the smell of coffee in the morning and seeing a sunny day.
I love working for an inclusive world.
I love doing acts of kindness every day.
I love helping children grow and learn.
I love Jesus and who I am.
I love putting loving thoughts into action.
I love coming to Pine Valley to see my friends Barb, Phil, Billy, and Pastor Dave. I'm passionate about being transgender.
I love the inclusiveness of Pine Valley and being led to be more open.
I love my church family.
I love sharing myself, my belongings, music, compassion with all people. Let's keep it going.
From our sound booth, I love an opportunity to feel the love of God. I love to help others achieve their goals.
My passion is to keep the great experiment of democracy going, and I love the flowers in my beautiful garden.
I love social justice via knitting and singing and peace.
I love getting out hiking and enjoying this beautiful landscape.
I love planning learning experiences for kids.
I love the people of this church. And one of these says, I love sons, grands, and sleeping late. I love passion is my love for God. And I love Pine Valley Christian Church. It's all that I have. I love each and every member. I keep going for my church.
Thank you. Billy, did you have one?
Yeah, I read
Okay.
this.
And Barb, you had one? And Harriet? Okay. Then, I think after that we ought to sing again, huh? Celebrating love.
So, Epiphany is bringing you a song this morning that really blends in with all of these. It's I Stand for Love, and wanted to share the chorus with you just so you can have it in your heart and soul while you're listening. I stand for love. I stand for peace. I stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, I stand for hope. I stand for you.
I a loving care again. But there are those who fail to see what we have done and what we need. There is a cost for every act, and now there is no turning back. We burn a bridge, we bang a drum. It's time to rise, the time has come to stand for love, to stand for peace, to stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. We stand for hope, we stand for you. If you're thinking it's not urgent, and we've got more time to kill, if I'm not the one who'll change things, then for heaven's sake, who will? So I will move, and I will climb that mountain one step at a time. I won't be swayed, I will not stop until we get to the top, where we will stand for love and peace. We'll stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. We'll stand for hope. We'll stand with you.
Agape Sunday. It's also a Sunday that we typically, historically, have recognized and celebrated graduating seniors from high school or from college. And I was thinking about doing that today. It struck me that some of us are of such an age that what we're doing is celebrating grandchildren who are graduating instead of children. So we have Dilara Chelik and Seha Chelik, who are two of our grandchildren, and Milena Hansen DeVoe. Dilara and Seha are both Muslim. Milena Hansen DeVoe is French, and Noah Hansen lives, these are people you don't know at all, but they're our grandchildren. And then Lillian Talent is Dave and Cheryl Roy's granddaughter. So we honor and celebrate them as they open up and begin a new chapter in their life, and we stand with them in love and peace and hope for all that lies before them and for all that they will bring to the world. And we celebrate then here communion now, and then after the communion service, what we'll do is just adjourn and go to the grace room for our agape feast and for this time of sharing. And as you go, pick up one of these hearts, not necessarily your own, and take it back to the grace room for our time together back there. There's a lot of things to be talked about at that meeting, so please, if you're able to stay and join us. But now we come to this time of remembering when Jesus was with the disciples in the upper room And in my imagination, it was more than just the 12. I think in my imagination it was the community that gathered with him in the upper room. And there were women there as well as men. And he took bread and he blessed it and broke it. And he said, I am with you now and always. As oft as you eat of this bread, do so in remembrance of me, and know that our lives are entwined and together in love. And in the same way, he took the cup of blessing and gave thanks. And he said, it's the power of love that creates a new society that gives us hope. So as oft as you eat this bread and drink this cup, remember, I am with you, and you are with me. So I invite us to come and share the bread and the cup together. And I'll need a person to help you. The bread of life, the cup of blessing. Join me in a prayer of thanksgiving. We give thanks, O God, for the blessing of this day, for this table, for this time of fellowship we have with one another. We lift up, especially in our prayers today, all those who suffer from any affliction of the body or the spirit or the mind, that they might experience the healing presence that you can bring to every corner of life. We give thanks that we can share together in this meal, this cup and this bread, and so be witnesses to the renewing, strengthening power of your love. We offer this day and this time to you in the name of Christ. Amen. In the Spirit of Christ, let us adjourn and go to the agape feast.